Lou Gehrig played 2,130 straight games of baseball from 1925 to 1939. All he did to become great was show up every single day. Do you think out of 2,130 games, he was never hurt? You think he was healthy every single game? You think he felt his best every single game? You think he had family problems in those 2,130 days? That just everything in his life was going great? No, he made a commitment. Commitment means staying loyal. What you say you're going to do, long after the move you say you left. You don't like get up in the morning. You get up in the morning. You stop what you do anyway. You sacrifice. You sacrifice anyway. Meaning when you what? You still dedicated anyway because you understand what? Winners do consistently what amateurs do occasionally. Amateurs, the people that want to get big, never get big, or want to grow but never grow, the people that run their mouth and yapping, jaw-jacking, they never seem to get what they want. It's because they're doing it occasionally. The winners out there, the top 1%'s the Lions. You know what they're doing? They're doing it consistently. Greatness comes from doing mundane shit that average people can't keep doing. It's not all fucking sexy and fired up. It's staying consistent, doing the shit you need to do over and over and over and over. I practice so much.
In somebody's life, when no one's watching, do you get up and run at 5 in the morning when it's pouring down rain? There's a person of principle, a person of character. They are. And everything they do accordingly. You don't go in there blindly, you don't need to keep purpose. Mentally believe Muhammad Ali. He called himself the greatest fighter before he ever won something. He believed it. In a strong directional path, very steady. Going to work every single day when no one's watching. Paying your fucking dues every single day. So that this belief rises to a level of maturity that others like, yeah, man, way to go. So half that's here, half that's there, half that's there. And then when it matters, oh, I'll give it my all. It doesn't work that way. If you have that's it here, there, you really have that's it. So when it does matter, you don't know anything else but half that's. Any more excuses or justifications? No. Eventually, you know what you gotta do? You gotta do the work. Don't keep playing around. Yeah, you gotta believe it, but you better get the work done. Every person who has experienced the highest levels of success was the type of person of pure action. It wasn't because they had a great idea or a breathtaking dream, but because they executed that idea and acted to turn that dream into reality. So the most life-changing thing you can do for yourself is to stop dreaming and start doing. Stop excusing and start executing. Stop wondering why you don't have the resources and opportunities that other people do, and stop whining about all your so-called problems and get to work. You gotta make a decision that you are not gonna be like everybody else. You are not gonna do what they do. You are not gonna live how they live. You are not gonna eat how they eat. You're not gonna drink how they drink. You're not gonna do the kind of work they do. And then you gotta go do that. And you gotta do it one day at a time. Violence of action. Go on the attack. You start feeling that procrastination setting, attack it with violence of action and start doing what you're supposed to do. If you can fix procrastination, what would your life be like? You better wake up every single day, and when you wake up, you better create your own sense of urgency, because some kind of way, urgency is a motivator. If this year was your last year, how would you do this? How would you show up? Not just for yourself, but for your kids, for your spouse, for your parents, for your brothers and sisters. I'm talking about healthy urgency to say, you know what, I'm not gonna waste a day. I'm not gonna waste a moment. I'm not gonna waste my life anymore. And your fucking life tells a story. There ain't no fucking unfair bullshit happening here. You're not a fucking victim. You're a victim of yourself. You're a victim of your own fucking ass voice that tells you not to do the shit that you know you're supposed to do. Plan what you do, and then do what you plan. People who are extremely driven, extremely successful, they have the ability to mentally flip that switch to where they don't have a choice but to do the things they need to do. Because they'll talk as if they don't have a choice. They think that if they don't succeed, their world will end. And you know what? Their world will end. Because that's how much pride and how much focus and how much intensity and how much drive and how much value they put on success. To where if they don't get to where they want to go, their lives would have been a waste. And too many people look for a scapegoat to pass the blame to their lack of progress in one area. And they should be looking in the mirror and asking themselves, have I done the work? Look at anybody who's in great physical shape. You don't see them out drinking beers every fucking night. No, they're at the fucking gym. And guess what they're doing at the gym? They're working the fucking plan. Winners believe in cause and effect. Winners understand that they're in control. And winners do what they've got to do, whether they feel like it or not.
When no one's around, when no one's looking at you, when no one's cheering, it's just you and the shadow. Who are you? How do you hold yourself? How do you see yourself? What do you do when no one's watching?
Greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
You know what you gotta do to get to paradise? You gotta fight like in hell to get to paradise. Paradise starts in hell. It's the early mornings, late nights, being misunderstood, having very few friends, being your own cheerleader. Are you those things? People always talk about, you gotta work smarter and not harder. No, you gotta work smarter and you gotta work harder.
You're gonna have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be consistent. You're gonna have to do it when nobody else is doing it. The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. The greatest version of you is the version that has confidence. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people. I'm focused. I have a prize that's in front of me. I know what I'm supposed to do, and that ain't it. I have to stay right here. I discipline my body. I stay uncomfortable in these situations like an athlete, training it to do what it should. After I get disciplined to do it for a long time, I start desiring it. You are now turning a discipline into a desire. And now what was used to be a dread becomes something that you know is making you better. I'm better uncomfortable.
You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work. Because he loves the process. It is in practicing. It is in lifting weights. It is in resting. It is in eating right. It is in making good decisions that you look a certain way. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. The real grind is in the dark when nobody sees you. When nobody knows what you're doing. When you put in those extra reps, it is in the process that you get better. It's in the process that don't nobody know your name, and 5 years later, you are the best in the world. Why? The process. I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm bored. Then why do you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because I ain't finished yet. The deeper the process, the greater the reward.
We're not living by the clock, man. If you get a clock saying it's 10 o'clock, time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5, time to go to work, that's bullshit. If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I've been putting honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week, and no one sees it, because it's supposed to be that way. This is a fucking means to the end. It's not the end. You're not in here for an achievement. No. You never wonder what if. You're not run by the clock. We're on a desire. What are we going to do tomorrow? Our competition's going to sleep right now. We're going to have that competition. The margins between first